welcome to another episode at Ewetopia Farms. But as you can see, they still want to go out.
So I'm looking forward to getting lambs off of him.
Definitely do not want to be in the snow. How's that for a blizzard? This is going to be exciting, so don't click off. We give them bedding when it's required. So let's get started. Well, I wasn't going to film this morning because it is brutally cold and my hands are just freezing. But it's a sunny day and I thought it might be a good time to have a look at the rams who I could see from the house were waiting for me at the gate. So before we start morning chores, let's visit these guys for a little bit. Well, hello you guys. I saw you waiting. And it's always hard to resist you guys. Hi. Hello. I don't know if you remember this guy from last Christmas wearing all his Christmas garb. This is Marshall. He's a Hamish son that we held back for ourselves. Hi. And look at you. You're a darling, just a darling. Hi there. This is Kryptonite. I almost had a brain freeze there. Kryptonite. And hello, how are you doing? This is Marcus. And then back there we have Hilton with cauliflower ears from fighting. And hello there. You're very spectacular too. This guy is a ram we held back from Casanova because we don't have Casanova anymore. And we thought keep one of his sons would be a good idea. And we got Glad. Glad, say hello. I'm not going in here because it'll be a mobbing. But there's Glad. Hi, sweetheart. You're beautiful as always. Yes, you are. Well, I thought it would be a longer visit, but literally my hands, look at the color. They're turning bright red. It is so cold today. So let's go do some chores. Well, I've caught Monty at it. He's kind of taking a breather. There we go. They're still at it. And I heard a lot of people say that their sheep weren't breeding early because of all the heat we had until just recently. So I'm wondering if that's why the sheep are breeding for so long. Hi. Was it a little too hot this summer for getting into the swing of things? But he's definitely back there with a ewe. And she's definitely standing there for him. Monty, are you busy? Oh dear. You out of breath now? Goodness. And no, that's not a sickness cough. He must have got something in his throat. You can tell the difference. Oh dear. Get it out. I know. Your hay's coming. Arnie's getting it. Everything is now covered in ice. The snow that we got is pretty well melted. All that's left over is the frozen up ice puddles. I guess water puddles turned to ice. So at least we're not getting covered in mud, and at least the dogs aren't. But it's very early this year. Normally our winters haven't been getting bad till like January, even mid-January. I mean, in the past we had cold weather at this time of year, but it's been a long time. Okay, you guys. How you guys all doing? We're still letting all these ewe lambs out to the pastures. There's absolutely no grazing out there now, especially now that it's in a deep freeze. But as you've seen in the past, and I'll probably show you again today, they love to go out and have that romp. Hi. Are you guys rompers? Look at how woolly you are. You would love to feel this. It is so soft. So soft and woolly. Hi. You look pretty woolly too. Hi there. Hi. Hi there. And Mabel's foot is all better now. After we shed a little piece of string from one of the hay or straw bales wrapped around her foot. And it got a little infected before we noticed that she had something around her foot. But she's back to normal now. Hi. How you guys all doing? Hello. Hello, you're Chewy's lamb. Hi there. Hello there. And little Nancy, I don't know if you remember her born. She was born to that ginormous Dorset ewe we had. She had 2 lambs, and one of them was Nancy, and she was teeny tiny. Well, she's back here. There she is. She's still teeny tiny. Aren't you, Nancy? Hi. Are you Gimpy's sister? You're very, very nice. And you are extremely nice. Would you like to say hello? You're a little shy. I know that. They're so distracting when you're trying to get chores done. I don't know how you get chores done with sheep around you. Hi girls, how you doing over here? This is Leroy's breeding group. Hi. You guys are all looking pretty sharp. Hi there. My biggest challenge today is to keep my phone from freezing. When they get below a certain temperature, they want to stop working. Hi, you guys. Hi. Were you thinking you'd like to go outside today? Go for a little romp? Hi, Peggy. How you doing? Hi, sweetheart. Hi. Hi, Peggy. There's Peggy. Our 3 2/3 legged lamb. Hi, sweetheart. You're very attractive. I think you guys are looking like y'all want to go out for a little romp. Oh, hi, Nettie. Hi there. Hi, Nettie. Hi. Hi there. Hi. Okay. I get the hint. Let's head over to the door and you guys can go for a nice romping, okay? We have the curtains, as you can see, closed in these kind of conditions. And we have the back door closed now too. But during the day I open it so that everyone can go for a romp. I only open it part way. And good thing today because it is a brutal wind. Oh my goodness, but you don't care. You want to go out there. Let's open the door. Can you let me through to the gate? There we go. Oh dear, it's awful out here today. Thank goodness for woolly jackets. Hi. How come you're following me around? It's freedom. It's supposed to be snowing, I think, and miserable for the next few days, so today's a good day to let them out while the sun is still shining. In the wintertime, we don't get a lot of sunshine. They're more hanging around me for attention than wanting to go outside. Hi. Hi there. Hi. Hi there, Mabel. You're thinking, why would you bother going outside in this coldness, right? They haven't been fed yet, so that's probably why they're hanging around the door and not going for a romp in the field yet. They know there's no food back here, so maybe they'll just follow me back in the barn until they're fed and then come back out for their little romp later. You don't want to go out there. Why would you want to go in this brutal coldness? I don't know why. You're pretty smart and clever. Here's what everyone's waiting for as Arnie unwraps his bales of hay. Their bucket of corn. Are you guys waiting for that bucket of corn? You are. Hi there. These guys didn't come back in, so I'm taking it they wandered out to the field. This barn, everybody's been fed their grain. These are all the replacements. Arnie's just rolling out the bale of hay now. And I'm gonna head back and open the gates for these guys to go outside as well. Or maybe Arnie is. The pigeons are slowly starting to repopulate again. For those of you who don't know, we have a resident raven couple who have babies here every year. And while they've got their babies here, they go around the farm and eat all the pigeon eggs. So it's kept a real lid on our pigeon population, which is fantastic. We don't mind having a couple around, but we don't want a lot of them. Are they going out? I thought so. No, these guys, if it's too cold, they'll come in. These are the ones that were sheared not too long ago. But as you can see, they still want to go out. And we just leave the door locked open all day long so they can go in or go out or stay in as they please. And at night, of course, we do lock the door back up because of predators. There they are.
That's how sheep change the name to Icelandic sheep.
Yeah, no kidding. We could call them Canandaigua sheep. As you can see in the other pasture, the Dorsets did go out. These guys are out here and they're saying, do I really want to be out here?
Well, actually, that bale we just rolled out had alfalfa in it, so
Yeah.
they had to taste it.
But they can do whatever they
Yeah,
want.
they do what they want today.
So 1 second later they saw us go in. Maybe they thought we were going to go for a walk with them out there. And now they're seeing that we've come back, so they're thinking, yeah, follow the flock. Probably not too nice out there. It's I can't tell you how cold that wind is out there. It's awful. It looks like a beautiful day, but it's really not. Hi. You guys are spectacular. But Arnie just rolled out this fresh alfalfa. It's hard to go out in a ice-covered field when there is alfalfa sitting in the trough. And Arnie's gone in with the rams. The rams basically stay indoors. Oh, he's playing with Gimpy again. Gimpy.
I might take Gimpy to the world next year. What do you think?
Hi, Gimpy.
Gimpy, show Lynn what you look like. Show Lynn, no, don't get attitude. Show Lynn your big ears. Oh, show Lynn your big
Gimpy
ears.
has the world's biggest ears.
Hey, Gimpy.
Woohoo! You're a fun boy now. See, half of the elams came in, the other half are out in the field. And this will be the last of the feeding for the morning. We feed twice a day, morning and night.
Mr. Buddy Dorset. So I'm looking forward to getting lambs off of him because he's going to add a lot of length to the lambs, and he's actually quite deep in that front end. Like that's a pretty chunky ram. Hey, buddy. Come a little friendly, hey? Gonna give us some nice lambs? I mean, he's got to have everybody bred here now, so he probably shouldn't be in here anymore. But yeah, he's a good chunker, aren't you, buddy? So looking forward to him. See if he gets some nice long lambs off of him. And he's pretty wide down that back too, see? So he should have all these bred. And I'm pretty positive I'm starting to see a little other right now. Because see that right there? Showing a little there.
They're finally getting along. Slash picks on Sassy. But right now, it's siesta time. As you can see, she's not totally keen on it. Today we got a snowy, blizzardy type day. So we're going to be bedding up these sheep. They're the lambs from last year that got sheared not too long ago. So we want to make sure when it's really cold and blustery that we have nice fresh bedding for them. They don't mind it, and it's an opportunity for them to romp out in the snowstorm. Open the gates for the girls. They can go out back, the boys can go out front. Max, come here. Gimpy, don't you want to go outside and play? These three decided they don't want to go out in the snow. Here come the rest. Was that fun out there in the snow? You look like snow sheep now. You guys. What? They're like, do we really want to go out there? What? They definitely do not want to be in the snow. Oh, they're wandering out again. I gotta kind of stand by this gate here so no rams decide to go jump in with the ewes. But there's those guys. How's that for a blizzard? You can barely see them. Last time I showed a picture like this, it was all the dust in the yard, and that wasn't very long ago. Better shut this gate though, or they'll be going to the field, and we don't want that happening. And we don't want them going back to the main barn either. Okay, time to turn around. I know this is exciting. Come on, Max. Turn around that way, buddies. Come on. Back to the barn. Max, come on, good boy. Oh, the wind and the snow. You're wondering what this is as much as I am. Hi! It's chilly. Let's go back to your barn. We're getting you straw. They're at the girls again. What was that all about, eh, you guys? I don't want them to knock that U-gate down, the one that's not secured very well.
I did actually try that, but
Look at the snow on you. Aren't you guys spectacular?
Dorset now.
Shall we get these guys in, or you don't think they can knock that down?
No, I actually, hey, come on.
That's why I was standing there all that time, because I was afraid they'd knock it over. Then we'd have fun times.
They definitely had the muscle.
Max, come on. Hi. Are you handsome beyond belief? Hi. Hi there. What are you doing, buddy? Was that a good time? You guys look like you had a really great time out there. We got a nice puffy bale for them back here. I think maybe I'll do a drone shot or a pretend drone shot. I'll climb up on the bales and let you see how we roll this out for these guys. Oh, Gimpy. You want to be first to watch it get rolled out.
Come on, move a little.
Okay, I'm up on the hay bales so we can get a bird's eye view of the barn and the rolling of the bale. This is going to be exciting, so don't click off. Rolling bales out is very exciting, and we want our viewers to stay with us. And hopefully these girls, they're free to go outside. They've been running back and forth over there. And I'm hoping they'll run outside so we can get some snow shots. Arnie, what are you doing with Gimpy?
He's actually pretty heavy.
looks like we do bedding all the time because now I'm only doing videos twice a week, basically. Once our travel videos stop, we'll probably add a Sunday video as well until lambing starts, and then we may just go back to every day. We'll see how busy we are. But we give them bedding when it's required. So on a really cold day or when the pens are noticeably starting to get damp looking, then we roll out a bale, and it's usually about once a week. Came to the lower bale here. And in a barn this size, we find that rolling the bales out is the fastest and easiest way to get the bedding out for them without creating a lot of dust. The lambs are very excited that the boys have been running around in the snow and in front of them and are getting bedding. So they're the ones making all the noise. The rams are too busy with the bedding. And there's Gimpy, he's getting involved. He's our ram lamb who had a really hard time walking when he was a baby. So we did a lot of therapy and he's moving around quite well these days. He's in with the rams now because, of course, he is a ram. However, we will eventually be getting him neutered, and that way he can be with the boys or the girls. And as they walk through those rows of bedding there, just the process of walking around will spread it evenly throughout the barn. Or running through it does an even faster job. The sound of fresh bedding, if you can hear the little footsteps as they run through it. Nice and crackly dry. It's supposed to be really cold tonight, so they'll be able to snuggle up in the straw. And because they're getting excited, I've mentioned before that this is an exciting process for the sheep. This being the boy pen, they will start running around and hitting each other and stuff, and jumping on top of each other, and just being silly boys.
nice too.
Okay, now where are you going?
I know. Do you want the lambs done too?
You mean the ewe lambs?
Yeah. Okay.
I'm not sure. I'd have to look. Arnie, what are you doing? Well, yeah, that's what you want, right?
Poor guy.
Lucky guy. This is next year's crop of breeding stock that will be for sale for people who are looking for either a Dorset or a Suffolk ram. I don't know if you can hear it or see it, but the wind is just blowing the tarp on the barn. I guess he decided that he is gonna give the girls some bedding too. And you can see it's already covered in snow. Maybe we'll give you a little bit of hyperlapse for this. So on that note, we're gonna say goodbye and thanks for watching on a cold and blistery day. Here's hoping the weather gets better, but it's winter. It can only get worse. Anyway, bye for now. I'm frozen.